Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Christian Barmore with the play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers take possession at the 26-yard line. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
Now, I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
2nd and 10. Here's May. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. We've got the 49ers in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
He's line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down. Third and long for him here. Gets him on the in route. And they're able to touch him down. So that's going to bring up fourth down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Hey, what's that? Hey, five. Crazy.
Going for it with May. And they got home. Sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down throw by Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
4 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Kittle makes the catch. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49ers, first down. A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Working inside the red zone. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. To the air again. Purdy. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Again, it's Brock Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's May. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What's that? Five.
To the air on first down, May. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Buys time, rolling right. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. Third down upcoming. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Crazy, crazy.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble.
Twisting my words and bringing it to pass, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave you everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your ethics. Move and clean for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave you everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you burnt. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun and pain, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. And you were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave you everything.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that eggnog that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get reckon that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some. Man, charge, now I must proceed. So we about to make moves, set speed. Please do make me fight Q-tip, at least I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then I step correct.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on themselves. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On play action, here's Hurts. Flushed to his left. He's going to air one out right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. It is second and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jalen Carter gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Third and 13.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 3. Here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And this is where the timing of this passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
Now it is first and goal. Now Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From 29, here's second down and 3. Off the play fake, Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Hey, let's go.
They'll fake the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3 and out.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
I like
set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls. Trying to get back to his fourth consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And that this out to the 35-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Very highly regarded going into the draft. It was a surprise that he lasted until the 5th round. I was there in Green Bay and witnessed the whole thing happening. But he has a great chance to prove his doubters wrong. I think he's going to a great situation. We know he's incredibly accurate. He completed over 74% of his passes in his final season in Colorado. And what I like the most, his attitude, handling what happened to him during the draft process. Now he has a chance to be the guy in Cleveland.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Touchdown, Browns! From 17 yards out. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles and I and all of our crew hope that you are all having a very happy Thanksgiving indeed. And the NFL has done such a great job recognizing today's games as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Sanders to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. Now Patrick going to change the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Sanders. That's taken in by Bond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Pat the 50.
A gain of 15.
Here's Sanders.
The Browns first down.
Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This will be caught by Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Yeah, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
19 right. Warriors 17.
To throw is Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ready, set.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
Hey, pass. 19 sight. 19.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay,
second down and 3.
Come on, come on.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's going to step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Sanders. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll try and do this himself. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. From the right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. So halftime is upon it. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 3. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It's a gain of 18.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying out him on passing downs.
And he's got this down to the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's Shador. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
12 more yards. That's good.
Now Sanders operating from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Shedeur Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
19 life.
And goal at the
looking to throw. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Sanders throwing to start the drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
13 yards on the play.
Back to throw. Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Shedeur Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now they'll change things up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. Right side, it's Bond.
Second down and 6 now.
60 back.
Sanders to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Let's go now.
Ford will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
A nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. To throw now, here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And that last run is going to set a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback, surpassing Justin Fields, who had 178 in 2022 in a ball game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's 4th. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bison.
Sanders once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Sanders. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Oh, it shifts past him. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held.
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy, Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Muscles by at the 25. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Able to find a lot of empty space there. Up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10.
To throw is Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Jets are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fields changing the play.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now Fields will run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Here we go.
The Jets will line up for
Fields trying to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Get set. Get set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. First down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6-0 our score after 1.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Purdy sets up to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now they'll audible to something else.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers 7-yard line.
Fields now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A gain of 27 on this way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Well, that's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
That's complete to Pearsall.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll that'll make it 13-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Fields. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Nifty move. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. This ball caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Final play of the half. Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So halftime, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Set to kick off. And the
the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Fields. This will be complete to Mechie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A little juke, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Fields going to run, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Purdy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will McDonald, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 12 yards.
Fields going to change things up here.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Fields. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's second down and 2. Here's Purdy. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 40 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To the air again, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Fields, 50 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
49ers 15.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now Fields going to run.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ten. Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Back to throw, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.